I might be, yeah, I think I might be dead. I'm not sure. I have to check.
Well, I just got the notification
Okay.
from Discord, so we are good to roll. I'm just going to fix this thumbnail
Okay.
over here and
All
um,
right.
maybe
Good
change up some tags.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Wednesday, November 26th, 2025, approximately 4:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining Rex Sisters. We appreciate your being here or listening to our programming after the fact. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. Today would be Happy Thanksgiving Eve. And I really messed up because have not done my big grocery shopping since October 1st.
Oh, wow.
And we've just been getting by with what we have in the house, or he's picked things up here or there. So I had a pretty big order for delivery. So it was supposed to be here between 4 and 6 o'clock yesterday. It never shows up. At 7:10, I get a message saying that it was going to be delayed. And we're live, but I didn't see the message till after the fact because I don't look at my phone.
Oh, wow.
So it's 9:30, no groceries. I call, and their policy is they do not give you refunds immediately, even though you pay them immediately. It takes 10 to 14 days to get it back. Well, I nicely went ballistic.
Oh, I don't blame you.
And so I said the only thing that I would be willing to do is to have the order delivered today by before 12 o'clock. So they gave me a $25 credit last night. So
Okay.
today rolls around and I get a call from my daughter-in-law. All the bags are at her house.
Oh, wow.
She had to load them up in the car, bring them down, and then, I made a huge mistake. Not only did I have the baby, but to try to get from one end of the house to the other end of the house with groceries, canned goods, stuff to go in the freezer, the refrigerators, drinks. I'm lucky I'm even walking. That's how bad it
Yeah.
was. So then, because of that delivery mess up, I called back and I said, this is absurd. This is absolutely ridiculous. Stuff was missing out of what I was supposed to get. So they took the deductions from what they messed up, and then they gave me another $25 off. So I
Well, they
can't,
kind of owe you on that one.
yeah. My daughter-in-law was like, they should give you your whole damn cart for free, considering everything that they did. And and then I started like freaking myself out because on the lunch meats, on the produce, they were
Uh-huh.
all had those white plastic tabs like you put on bread. You know what I'm talking about? The little like
Yeah.
square things. The carrots, everything had this little white tab. And normally when you see them, they have like a date on it or something is stamped on it. And I hate to
Yeah.
even say this, but it's like in one bag I only got 4 carrots. I've never gotten
Oh,
just
that's what?
carrots. Like the bag of
Yeah, that don't make
apples.
sense.
Yeah. I wish I had a weight thing, to check the weight on the produce,
Uh-huh.
everything that I received, because it's almost like the bags were opened up and somebody took like a couple, 2 or 3 apples out. There was more plastic bag than there were actual apples. And there's no way
Oh
that you
my
could tell me
God.
that was settling. So now I'm like, I want to throw all this shit out because I have myself psyched out. Like, how when they'll pack the lunch meats and the cheeses and they'll fold it over and put the cost bar and everything over it so that nobody can open it or anything. Nope.
Yeah.
on the lunch meat and that, all you had to do was slide the thing open and you could pull out cheese, lunch meat, whatever. And
Ew.
it just, I have myself like freaking out about the whole damn thing. So I don't know. The food may or may not make it. So then I had that doctor's appointment. That's why we are running late today. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Yeah,
Hello,
grocery
Blue.
Olympics. Yeah, it was more than, and I got the gold medal today, girl. Let me tell you. And so then I had the doctor's appointment. As I told you earlier, I don't know why I knew that they were going to do this. I get these premonition things. Why I can't pick the damn lottery numbers, I'll never know. But just as I'm getting ready, I get a phone call and it's the doctor's office, and they're like, "Oh, this is so and so, and we're here to we want to know if you could do your appointment and do it over the phone." And I'm like, "Well, I'm supposed to see the doctor, not you guys." And they're like, "No," and I said, "Yeah," and they're like, "No, we're going back and forth," and I'm like, "Whatever." Just that way I didn't have to go in. The issue I had was the PA and the assistant, they had no idea who I was or anything like that. So that was a little bit frustrating. Plus, they woke the baby up who was sleeping on top of me, and he flipped that. And then, everybody be forewarned, we're going for our third round of antibiotics, plus the third round of dun 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 steroids.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah,
If again, if it helps you feel better and it helps your health, I understand it, but I
right.
understand that you do not enjoy it.
Correct. And so if I'm out of control, well, my friends know what to do.
Hmm.
So, because we were a tad out of control the last time, so we'll see what happens this time. Now, what I'm afraid of is the baby is being baptized on Sunday. And I think I told you all that she is and I'm just going to say it, a gay white liberal who in church asks the congregation to pray for the illegal aliens who are being deported by Donald Trump and the country. Now, I already forewarned my son and my daughter in law, as well as Eric, that I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself. And now that I'll be on these steroids, it could just be on.
It could be funny.
Uh huh. So, do you want to tell them what your idea was?
I say that you record the baptism and we just use the audio if it's anything she's where she goes political.
Okay.
I think that's a
Now,
great idea.
I wanted to stand up. Hey, Orby.
Hello, Arby.
I want to stand up and say something like, because as we talk, there could be people in the congregation that are just afraid to
Yep.
say anything.
Like we said
Just,
yesterday when we were talking about it.
and so do I stand up and say something or do I wait till afterwards to address her?
Sometimes all it takes is one person standing up and saying something
Mm hmm.
to encourage others to do the same.
Right. Well,
Most people are too afraid to make that first move. And honestly, what are the chances you're going to go back to that church for anything?
yeah, with her, none. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So I don't see a reason why you can't make a scene.
okay. It might be fun.
It's like just pull out your blicky and switch and take care of business.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep. That would be funny. So what's
it
going
would be.
on your end?
Oh, not much. It was not much that I can say publicly because
Right.
I don't know. There's a few things going on in my life. There's going to be some pretty big changes. We're fingers crossed, knocking on wood, and So I got to be quiet about a few things for a while, but y'all will know
Okay.
if it goes right.
Well, we'll keep you in our prayers for it.
Oh yeah, it's a long time coming. People, a lot of chaos is finally coming into a point, and things are either going to get fixed or I'm going to lose my mind. So we got a few options on what that could be.
Mm-hmm. And if it goes sideways, where are you losing your mind to?
Um, I think there's a pretty decent psych hospital. Not sure.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You
Are
can't
you going to
remember.
become a turkey farmer? No,
No,
no.
she's gonna do chickens. No, she want.
Uh,
Didn't you say you wanted peacocks?
No, I want. I don't want those fuckers. Those fuckers can die. Like go extinct. Yes, they're beautiful, but man, they're fucking annoying at 4 in the morning.
Are
Think
they?
turkey. You think chickens are bad? The roosters
Uh huh.
at 4 in the morning. Fucking peacocks are worse. Can't stand those fuckers. Sorry. What
You
about
probably got.
ducks? Ducks are mean.
Uh huh.
Ducks and geese are mean. I don't like birds.
Although, and I apologize for eating. This is the first I've gotten any food or drink in all day. But they claim that the geese and ducks are just as good, if not better, watchdogs than dogs are.
For your farm,
Uh,
yes. A lot of people down here use geese and donkeys.
a donkey? I could see that.
Yes. Or jackass. Or
Yeah,
the
the
mules, I think
cross. Yeah,
the crossbreed
crossbreed.
ones.
Right.
Yeah, they use them because anything that lives with them, they are kosher with. If a
Mm-hmm.
coyote, a person, anything that doesn't belong there shows up, they're getting attacked.
Wow.
Alpacas are just as bad too.
Really?
Yes.
We have an alpaca farm up near us. I've never been there, but they do tours of the farm and they sell clothing, like sweaters, jackets, and stuff from their uh, wool and that. Hmm, that's interesting. I did, well, I guess they're on the same order of a camel, and camels are pretty mean and nasty.
Oh yeah. And llamas, alpacas, all of them. They will bite, they will spit, they will
Mm-hmm.
have a fit. And I just made that rhyme. I didn't mean to. Bite, spit, and fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
What
no,
about
if I were to have
ostriches?
any animals, I want Tennessee fainting goats.
Oh, the ones that uh, I don't know how you get them to faint. What makes them faint?
A loud noise, a sudden movement.
Okay.
It, they just poop over Google guard llamas. Oh God. What am I getting into? Hold on. Let me Google
Okay.
guard llamas.
All right. We're doing research live on Rex Sisters. We got a query from the chat.
Okay, there's a couple videos. Um, there's Wikipedia. A lot of people have guard llamas.
Really?
Uh-huh. Here, let me
Maybe
share this tab and then bring it up for you guys to see.
maybe I
Check.
should get
I
one.
will I will, RB. Oh, he sent something also in the DMs. I will do so. Well, I'm showing this. So yeah, evidently people have guard llamas.
Okay, click on one video. Let's watch it.
Minneapolis. We're gonna meet
Minneapolis.
Marty the guard llama
Okay. Oh,
from
he's protect.
Minneapolis.
Here we go.
Well, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, you can head to Galewood Farms in Minnetrista. The farm's hosting its Fall Fest, so you can watch this in person. It's the star of the North Stock Dog Trials. Many of the top herding pups from North America will actually be competing. You can also catch live music, press apple cider, or walk a llama, like Marty, who has an important job at the farm.
Yeah, so this is Marty, our guard llama. He'll be one of about 20 llamas that'll be here tomorrow for people to, they can walk him on a lead and they can probably even feed him by hand if he's in a good mood. There you go. Would you like to try?
I do.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, okay.
So
Do you mean it guard llama, or is that silly? Or you like
No,
he
no,
really?
no.
Oh,
He's really a guard llama. So these are our ewes, and he's out here on pasture with them 24/7, protecting them from coyotes and other things that might be threatening to sheep. So
how do they get along?
they get along quite well. As you can see, they've been hanging out together all summer, so they're good friends. And he will either just appear threatening to a coyote, or if he needs to, he can kick or spit to defend the sheep, and he will do that.
I need to get myself a llama.
Yeah, you could walk through town. I don't think anybody's going to be angry toward you if you have a llama with you.
True. Now, Fall Fest is a free event. It's happening Saturday and Sunday, 9:30 to 3:30.
This was 2 years ago,
which by the way is celebrating its 20th anniversary.
But it is
I think I
very
put something on
interesting.
Instagram, but I was like, just the setting of this place
Maybe we could
is
get
worth
one,
the
huh?
trip. Yeah.
Instead of the sheep or the cow or the pigs. Oh Lord, help us! They're gonna get turkeys.
He sent
next
another
year.
video.
Okay.
Arby did. This one's actually kind of cute.
Okay. I saw this.
The bird turned on a party in the middle of the night.
Play music.
Playing music.
Jackson, it's 2 in the morning. What are you doing? Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop music. Alexa, play.
That's cute.
Now, here's what's funny is I saw this and I was going to pull this up for today to end the show. However, I read the comments and the comments were I don't know if it's not the exact same video, from the same content creator, but it was like, okay, why are all the lights on? And then take a look at the walls and their windows and
it's daytime,
like,
and the
it's
reflection
daytime.
of the picture here.
Yeah.
It's actually daytime.
So it's a setup.
Yeah. But it's still funny.
Yeah, it's still funny.
That the bird can control the Alexa like that.
Right.
I'm sure at some point at 2 in the morning it might have one time.
Right.
But to recreate it, yeah. If you pay attention, like one of the first things I did notice is that it looks like natural sunlight coming from the windows.
Correct.
You can see where it's kind of bluish here and in the picture
Right.
at the back. So, but it is adorable. It is.
Yeah, I find it amusing. So.
Yep, adorable.
Yeah,
all the same.
We once went to a I don't want to say a petting zoo, but those, what the heck are they called? Come on, help me out here, Crazy Bee.
Animal sanctuary.
They have all the animals. They could have a buffalo,
a sanctuary,
tigers, kind of like a sanctuary type thing. Like up here, one of them's called Living Treasures, and it's a animal. A zebra could be there, coyotes, whatever is around the park is relatively big. And then
like a nature reserve.
Kinda, yeah. So they had this smaller area that had a pen of goats. And so
goats are mean little motherfuckers sometimes.
Well, so the boys were little. My mother was with us. Eric was there. And I was there. And this is a personal story. And let's just say we were experiencing our menstrual cycle, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, the goats were
okay. As we were coming down the hill, all of a sudden you hear, bah, bah.
They're chasing after you.
And they opened up the gate, the boys did, to go in, and those goats escaped. And I'm telling you,
came at you.
I was almost hoofed to death. I'm in shorts, little skinny top. I had hoof marks on me. Yeah, I was attacked. They all came run. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm lucky I didn't land on the ground, or I'd probably have, crossbreeds running around right now.
I always knew, because my aunt had a farm, that, if it's that time of the month, you just don't go near some of the animals.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. You know
I
what I
was
mean?
raised that way, but I find it funny. I
Mm.
find it funny, and I'm sorry. I find it funny
It's
that you
no,
were
it's funny now. You know, at the time I was like petrified. I
scared.
was like
It would have
mortified.
been scary.
I mean, you know, they when they stood up on their hind legs, they were almost looking me dead eye in the face. You know what I mean? They had their hooves on my, like up near my shoulder. I was like, what
Yeah,
the?
goats can be quite big when they get on their hind legs.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
That was probably one of the most traumatic things that ever happened to me with animals. Yeah.
It's funny though.
It is funny. I mean, I had no idea why they're like, bah, bah, all these, they were just going like absolutely crazy. And I'm like, I'm clueless. Wait, then there was another time we were in the mountains coming through Shenandoah Valley, and they had a place where you could ride horses. Oh, God. So I
Mm-mm.
have my mother in law and father in law in the car. The boys are really young, and me and Eric. Well, my mother in law decided to stay back, thank goodness. My father in law was on a horse that didn't want to go, and they practically beat the damn horse on the rear end to get it to go. And we
Oh
went through
no.
this mud and muck, and it was nasty. And once we got to a certain spot, the horses knew that they were back at the corral, and they
Uh
picked up
huh.
speed and just like took off and raced and was like, get these effing people off my back. It was like, we're done for the day. This
Yeah.
crap's got to knock off. Oh, I'm telling you, the stupid stuff we do, right?
Oh, I just hate that those places that where you go for the horse ride trails. If they leave the horses in their saddles the entire day,
Yeah.
something's right. They're
Mm-hmm.
not taking care of them properly. They're not getting their breaks.
Right.
They're exhausting the horses, and I hate that. That's abuse.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, it was a disturbing scene. I mean, if we wouldn't have been so far deep into the woods,
Hmm.
probably, my father in law was older and, he probably would have gotten off and walked. But we were kind of stuck where we were. Huh. And then
Yeah.
one day I'll tell you all the lake stories where we currently have camp and that at. I can't believe that, knock on wood, that nothing's happened. But every year from the time I was 15 until I was 22, every year something happened. Every year.
Hmm.
Coast Guard, and it was always a boat going down. Always lost a boat, always.
Bad luck.
It was the time of year. Like, you said down your place with tornadoes and everything. Why they
Uh-huh.
picked, to camp, it was up at the Red Cross camp. Uh, why they picked that same week all the time is beyond me, but it was what it was. One time the Coast Guard had to come and rescue us and stuff. We were on some deserted island. Well, nobody was on the island, put it that way. And there was
Hmm.
just a thin strip of land where we could stand, and our sailboat was completely submerged underwater. And the mast was probably maybe a foot out of the water, but we lost the sailboat.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah, I wasn't with
Sorry,
y'all.
I'm nibbling on some popcorn while I can.
Okay. Well, it's almost 5. We got some kind of heavier topics, I guess. We should have just planned on a bullshit day, you know that?
Yeah, but we're only 24 minutes in.
Oh, I keep looking at it at 5 o'clock. I keep thinking, oh, Lord, help me.
We still got a little bit longer to go.
Okay. I'm looking at the clock going, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock already. We need to get going here.
But we can start.
Oh,
So what we were supposed to do yesterday but couldn't find the measurements for was the salt dough cookies, and we did find it. And it's 2 cups of flour or gluten-free flour, 1 cup of salt, and 1 cup of water. So
Okay.
that's what it says.
I might try to make them this weekend.
Yeah. I think the kids
But
would
we
have fun
need,
with, well, the kid,
yeah,
because your kid, there's only one.
we need paint for that too, right?
Um, I mean, you can paint it. You don't have to.
Hmm.
Um, do they give? No, the examples are up higher on this website. My bad. I mean, it's up to you if you want to paint it or just make it into whatever you want to make it into.
Okay. Don't forget if you're going to use it as an ornament to put a hole in it
Yes.
to hang it.
Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to do.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So the different websites, well, because there's a couple different websites with it, we put them all together in the description.
Okay. Sounds good.
And next up, we have the breaking news
Oh,
that just happened, and
you
we're still
didn't,
waiting for info.
yeah. Hey, JJ, you
Hey,
couldn't,
JJ.
you didn't pull another Christmas idea out?
This was the one we were just covering. No, I didn't grab a second one for today.
Okay. No
They can
problem.
just make do with that one, and we'll go from there.
Okay, she said everybody just make do. You hear that? It's
Uh-huh.
Christmas. It's Thanksgiving Eve. We got stuff to do.
Yeah. My
Yep.
daughter was cooking sweet potatoes and stuff today.
There you
I've been
go.
helping. So,
There you go. I'll take some sweet potatoes.
oh yeah. So, um,
Okay, so this is
and
the breaking news. Go ahead.
yes, this is still, coming through. Updates will be coming. We'll know more later.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We have breaking news to report. 2 uniformed military personnel appearing to be U.S. National Guardsmen have been shot in downtown Washington, D.C. Their conditions right now unclear, and it appears that CPR was being performed on both of them.
Oh,
The
man.
incident taking place at a metro station not far from the White House, not far from our bureau either here, where we've been seeing a lot of National Guard presence amid President Trump's federal takeover. It's unclear whether a suspect is known or even in custody, but authorities remain on the scene. It's a working story. We are trying to get every detail possible. For more, let's bring in our Jay O'Brien. He's there at the scene here in Washington, D.C. Jay, we got word. I mean, literally, you are, 2 to 3 blocks away from where we are here at our ABC News Bureau. We can see all the rescue crews, the police behind you. Tell us everything you know.
That's right, Kira. And as we ran to this scene, we could see National Guardsmen running here as well. You can see some of them set up here behind me. It is a chaotic scene. We just watched what appeared to be one of those 2 wounded National Guardsmen loaded into an ambulance that just sped off with a police escort. The scene seems to be concentrated, and it's difficult to see through these vehicles, but it seems to be concentrated inside the metro station. So if you look at that fire truck, on the other end of that fire truck is the entrance to the Farragut West metro station. It's often where National Guardsmen stage here in Washington, D.C. as they patrol the metro stations and attempt to keep them safe. And I can tell you, maybe just about an hour ago, Kira, I actually emerged from that metro station and I saw 2 National Guardsmen standing there. There were some others in and around the station. We do not know who was wounded, but we can report, according to 2 sources, that 2 uniformed military personnel were wounded, and sources tell us that the suspect here was also loaded into an ambulance. And it has since somewhat calmed here, although it is chaotic. But I can tell you, just mere minutes ago, Kira, we watched as EMS sprinted up here toward the metro station as tactical units with what appeared to be the Secret Service, because we're only a block away from the White House, also staged here, DC Metro Police as well. Obviously, we are very much in the early moments of this. We will continue to get more information and bring it to you, but a tragic and a chaotic scene here.
Indeed it is. And Jay, just stay with me because this is the first time we've been able to get live pictures up of the scene there. I guess first my question is, while we work to confirm that it's actual National Guardsmen that have been shot. How far are you from where exactly EMS was working on them and giving them CPR?
Yeah, and Chris, I'm going to have you come up to the police line here. Chris is our camera operator, and he's going to show you what this scene looks like. And Chris, if you can swoop right to left for me here and go towards the Farragut metro station, because as far as we could tell, we are about maybe a half block away, perhaps a full block from where those guardsmen were, or where the victims of this shooting were being worked on by EMS. We do not know their conditions at this hour. Again, I saw what appeared to be one loaded into an ambulance that sped off here with a police escort. But you've got about an entire block here shut down as you watch Secret Service just walk by in front of the camera here. Guardsmen here also staging. And I can tell you here, we've overheard some of their conversations, particularly when we were closer and on the other side of the street. And they are emotional at this hour, just given how uncertain all of this is and how much they don't know. And again, as we walked up here, we saw at least 3 National Guardsmen sprinting here to this scene, as well as other law enforcement personnel. And so I just want to have Chris here settle on that wide shot, because again, just to set the stage as to where we are. And you can see, by the way, employees of the DC Metro here as well. It appears that the bulk of what's occurring at this scene and the bulk of the casework, and where those 2 victims were being worked on, those 2 uniformed military personnel, is entirely concentrated around the entrance of that Farragut West metro station, which again is where we have seen over the last few months since they were deployed here to DC, Guardsmen stage. And we cannot stress enough, Kira, just how close we are to the White House. We are just about a block away from the White House. Lafayette Park, which is the beginning of the entrance to the White House, is 1 block in that direction. We also don't know anything at this hour. We don't know motive. We do not know the condition of what those sources tell us are those 2 wounded. And we also don't know the condition of what sources tell us was at least 1 suspect who also is receiving medical attention.
All right, Jay, stay with us. Let us know what you found out. I want to take it straight to our justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. Pierre, I understand you were able to talk to a D.C. police official confirming that there was an active shooter, that suspect is down. What do we know about the National Guardsmen?
What is going on?
Well,
I don't
just got a
know.
call from D.C. Police.
I know I
The
got the
official
links
said
from you
this
that you
incident
just
took
sent
place at
over.
2:20.
Okay.
Active shooter.
I have them pulled up in the
National
next few
Guardsmen
tabs.
in that vicinity. At least 1 National Guardsman has been shot. The source did not give an update on that person's condition. The official also said that at least 1 suspect is down. He did not give any more specificity other than that the suspect is down. Obviously, they are now getting support from multiple federal agencies. D.C. Police will take the lead along with Metro Police as well. That particular Metro stop, as Jay pointed out, is only a couple blocks, if that, from the White House. The Metro that many of us use. I use that Metro. And it's pretty stunning that you would have that kind of, gunplay in a location like that. It is, in the heart of the tourist area of the district. So many people going down, coming out to work, as well as to see the sites be near the White House.
That the White
Again,
House is literally a block away. You would think that there would be a bit more of a buffer, but
Evidently not.
I know.
So
yeah,
I can jump to the next one.
Yeah.
Share this tab.
Okay, so they did have witnesses that recounted the shooting, and we'll skim through this one and the next article since it is an active scene going on. But there was an ABC News photographer, Chris Platter. He thought it was the sound of construction going on, and then he realized it was something more serious. He saw 2 National Guard members down, and people were working on them, providing first aid. He filmed the frantic first response moments after the National Guard members were shot near the White House. Crazy B, can you click on that? Does he show the film?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, it's not from him.
Okay.
According to it, it's somebody else.
Okay.
It's a nope, straight from the broadcasting station.
Gotcha. It happened around 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time outside the Farragut West Metro Station. And that's back up, Crazy B. Okay, so that's the photographer. People were running everywhere. And then another woman, Stacy Walters, was traveling in an Uber at the time of the shooting. I mean, how are these witnesses? Because you heard a boom, boom. You're now a witness, and you looked up and you saw people running. I thought a witness was a credible source.
Not necessarily. I mean, they saw something, part of the big picture. So they're adding information. They heard the noise. They looked up, and there were people running. Okay, that's part of the picture, but not a very big part. Not a very detailed part.
Right. That I mean, we're writing a story all based on that. I just
Yeah.
this is where I think we get misinformation, disinformation. This article, as well as the video we just showed, will be in the description below. And as proof of what we're saying, the next article I think is the proof that I'm talking about. So
This one.
yes, the right back. Okay, I don't have the chat, but I'll be back. Can you
I
hear me,
hope you can hear
Tracy
me.
B? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
Why not?
I'll wait for you patiently. If you
Okay.
need to
So
leave and come back.
can you? No, but you can hear me. We'll
Yeah.
go through the article and I'll
Okay.
come back. So right off the bat on this particular article, there's an editor's note. The West Virginia governor initially said that the 2 guard members had died, but he has since said there is conflicting information about their condition. I mean,
Maybe they died, but they were brought back to life after further resuscitation at the hospital.
Possibly.
That's the only thing I could come up with.
And the guard members, one was a woman and one was a man, according to law enforcement officials briefed on the situation. They both are in critical condition. The governor goes on to say they are members of the West Virginia National Guard and their prayers and condolences, etc., are given to the families. And again, there's some pictures. A suspect is in custody, the Metropolitan Police Department said. The scene has been secured. A man believed to be a suspect is in critical condition. Now, is that 2 suspects or the same suspect?
I think it's the same suspect.
Okay. Then why didn't they say that? Like, again,
I have no clue.
The writing is so atrocious that what are you to make of it? So multiple law enforcement agencies, the marshals, the ATF, the FBI, Homeland Security, all was involved, as well as the DC police. And apparently they were life flighted to the hospital, and I guess that's all we know right now.
He's been briefed on the shooting.
Right. We called
It's
him
just wild.
You called him an animal.
Of
Trump
course.
did, yeah.
With both being critically wounded.
Wow, that's scary.
And now in 2 separate hospitals. Is so severely wounded, but regardless, we will pay a very steep price. He's as bad as
I wonder
talking to.
I wonder if I don't know, something just weird just came to my mind. Since it was a man and a woman shot and it doesn't appear to be anybody else was a target, perhaps they were in some type of relationship, maybe? Just throwing that out there. Just seems odd. Like, why didn't the gunman take out more people or whatever?
It might not have
Unless
been
he
an
was
intended mass shooting. They might have been trying to escape. They were being, maybe the National Guard was trying to detain them for something. Guy
right.
pulled a gun. He might have been acting suspicious. They went to go find out, and that
Mm-hmm.
was it.
Yeah, it's kind of we'll see what
I just got
happens.
a DM ping. Let me see what
Okay.
this is. Um, Secretary of War has a statement about it.
Okay.
Let me pull that up really quick. Thank you, Blue Rose. She's just sent that to me. Okay, let's back this up. Oh.
Very productive meetings, but I want to start by saying after those meetings, myself and my team were notified that 2 National Guardsmen have been shot in Washington, D.C., critically wounded. The shooter shot in a cowardly, dastardly act targeting the best of America, heroes willing to serve in Washington, D.C., serve for people they don't know and they've never met because they love their country and their capital and their community. They were willing to do dangerous things others were not because they love their fellow Americans. Someone decided to turn that into targeting National Guardsmen. That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand. And that's why President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C.
Oh, take out 2. Here
This
come
will
500
only
more.
Our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful. The drop in crime has been historic. The increase in safety and security has been historic. But if criminals want to conduct things like this, violence against America's best, we will never back down.
And remember,
President Trump
D.C.
will
did ask for the National Guard to step in. D.C. did ask the president to send the National Guard to help with the crime rates. And it's federal land. Trump can deploy them all he wants in the federal capital.
Right.
But it's been out of hand what it was. I mean, remember what it was last year?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was crazy.
So, yeah, I think, it's sad that this happened, but I am absolutely certain that this has got to stop, and they've had enough. And like they said, the shooter was taken out too. He was shot critically as well. So I want to know more about what led to it. I really do. And I don't want necessarily speculation. I would like some facts, which means we need to wait and be patient.
Right.
So, yeah. Did you want me to finish playing his speech?
Yeah, I'd like to hear it if you don't mind.
Okay.
Never back down. That's why the American people elected him. America and our warriors, our National Guardsmen, are strong. And so we're following this very closely. We're getting information rapidly. And I mentioned the faith of this country, the Christian faith, the prayers. I would ask for prayers for our National Guardsmen.
Excuse me, Mr. P.
Appeals to heaven for our National Guardsmen, for their families, on bended knee as a War Department, as a nation.
Excuse me.
We will never back down.
Excuse
What do you think about them right now?
Venezuela.
We had a couple of great, productive meetings with the President and Minister of Defense here, where we are dedicated to the counter-cartel effort here. Criminality knows no boundaries, whether it's the United States of America and Washington, D.C., or it's the Caribbean and the Western Hemisphere. We are going to go after narco-terrorists. It will not stand. Our borders will be secure, whether it's the Dominican Republic or the United States of America, and we look forward to working with our partners to make it happen. President Trump believes in a clear principle: peace through strength. You get peace by being strong. And if you're a narco-terrorist who wants to bring drugs to the United States of America, We will find you, we will fix you, and we will finish you, because we have all the rights in the world. We got lots of attorneys and lots of intel analysts, and we know exactly who we're targeting and why. If you're involved in that conduct, we will kill you. It's that deadly serious because of the poison that has made its way into the American public for far too long. President Trump is serious about it, we're serious about it, and we're proud to be working with the Dominican Republic and other countries very serious about ensuring that cartels don't set the agenda. We do. Thank you very much. It's been a great series of meetings.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I know you sent over another link. Do you want me to play that as well?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, Crazy B, that's Muriel Bowser, and I'm extremely curious to see what she has to say in this, considering all her testimonies before Congress.
Okay.
Kat Patel, FBI Director. We're here to brief you on the tragic events that happened today at approximately 2:15 local time in Washington, D.C., where two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice. Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. The FBI will lead out on that mission with our interagency partners, to include the Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, ATF, DEA, and we're thankful for the mayor's assistance in this matter, the Metropolitan Police Department and their skills in investigating homicides and gun shootings in this city is exceptional. We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because it's a matter of pride. President Trump has been informed. We've been in contact with the White House. We will shortchange the American public with no resources to make sure we find and safeguard our nation's capital right here in Washington, D.C., and bring anyone responsible for this heinous act of violence to justice. I would lastly like to add to the American public and the world, please send your prayers to those brave warriors who are in critical condition and their families. They are here serving our country. They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day, and we must remember them on this day and every day, and their families and the sacrifice they have made. I will now turn it over to Chief Carroll of the Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Carroll. I'm the Executive Assistant Chief here at the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the D.C. National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm, and discharged it at the National Guard members.
Wow.
The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring him into custody. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody. At this time, as the director mentioned, the National Guard members are being treated at a local hospital. DC Fire and EMS responded to the scene to provide first aid for those individuals and transport them to a local hospital. The suspect in this case was also transported for treatment at a local hospital. Madam Mayor?
Thank you. I'm Muriel Bowser. I'm the mayor of Washington, D.C., and I, too, want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families of the Guardsmen and to the Guardsmen who are in critical condition in a local hospital. I am joined by members and leadership from the D.C. National Guard, from the West Virginia National Guard, United States Secret Service, Deputy Mayor Pia, Fire Chief Donnelly, and Metro's General Manager Randy Clark, and we join with the FBI Director in ensuring that MPD investigates, the U.S. Attorney prosecutes this case to the fullest extent of the law. I've had the opportunity to brief U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who was speaking to the president when I called, as well as the United States Attorney Pirro, who assured me that this case will have her office's complete attention.
Mayor, was there any other suspect?
Chief.
Sure. So no, at this time there was no indication that there was any other suspect. The one suspect that was involved in this incident, they were shot during the interaction, and they were transported to the hospital for treatment.
Mayor, does this validate the need for the National Guard here in D.C.?
What we know, Andrea, is that this is a targeted shooting. One individual who appeared to target these guardsmen, that individual has been taken into custody.
Mayor, can you tell us any more details on the condition of the two National Guardsmen and whether or not anyone else was injured? And a quick question follow-up for the FBI director. You said that we'll make sure we find the perpetrators for this act. So just to clarify, the person believed to be responsible is in custody and there are no other suspects.
Sure, so I can start out. Again, Chief Carroll from MPD. So both the individuals, the guard members, they are in critical condition in a local hospital at this time being treated. At this point, we have no other suspects. We have reviewed video from the area. It appears, like I said, to be a lone gunman that raised a firearm and ambushed these members of the National Guard, and he was quickly taken into custody by other National Guard members and law enforcement members.
Have you got any sense of motive?
No, at this time, obviously, we're very in the preliminary stages of investigation. There's a lot of things, a lot of agents that are here from various federal agencies, law enforcement agencies. We have the full power of the FBI and our federal partners here in the task force. So we're looking at all those different aspects, but we don't have any motive.
Guardsmen armed, sir?
The National Guardsmen that were shot, I'm told they were armed.
Did they get off shots?
At this time, that's part of the preliminary investigation.
Can you explain how the suspect was apprehended?
Sure. So how the suspect was apprehended, as I said, the individual, the suspect came around the corner. He immediately started firing a firearm at the two National Guard members. So at that time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. They actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground until law enforcement got there within moments.
And he was shot by a National Guardsman?
At this point, we're still investigating exactly who shot the individual. It's not clear at this time.
Chief, do you know what kind of weapon was used?
We don't know what kind of weapon. There was DC police. It happened right in front of the Metro, although there is no indication that the perpetrator was on the Metro.
Sorry.
So there's Metro Transit
Okay, I
police in the
think
area,
we can
and obviously being on 17th Street
move
by the
on
White
here,
House.
Crazy Bee.
Yes.
There's a couple things I sent. We have some other breaking news at the very bottom.
Yep, I saw that. I'm grabbing it right now.
This is
I got to add it
crazy.
to the show notes. What is this about? So
Their protesters have taken over an intersection at LAX airport. I don't know what
shit.
I don't know what the protest is yet about. It doesn't really say.
LAX?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to just add it to the show notes. I apologize if it was a whole new thing. I wanted to make sure.
I'm trying to find out why.
Okay. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up for you. Hopefully it'll have the information in it.
Yeah.
But I apologize. Long day. And turns out Danny has to work tomorrow too. So really nice paycheck for him.
Really?
But yeah, really nice paycheck for him.
Yeah, it just sucks though. He has to work.
Yep. So we'll probably end up. My family will probably end up heading over a little bit later in the day for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So, all right.
This is ridiculous. This is the airline catering workers. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Okay, let's hear it. I've got it pulled up.
Here, these are people's lives. You need to stop.
Run these motherfuckers over.
Here,
these are people's lives.
Additional info.
They're going to miss their flight because of some motherfuckers that have nothing better to do in their life.
Well, no, it's the caterers, the airline catering workers. But check out.
Oh,
yeah,
food staff on the planes and in the airport.
Correct.
Check out lovely.
What I sent you.
1 second while I pull that up.
This is crazy time.
Okay.
So here's the interesting thing is they knew that this protest was going to happen. Why weren't police there? Could you answer me
because
that?
LA said no police allowed.
Okay. If you say so.
LA says we're not allowed to arrest people and do stuff like that.
You're correct. I apologize.
And by the way, hi Cannabis, because I probably missed you when I was muted.
Hi, Cannabis. I can't see you, so par for the course.
He says good evening. He says martial law inbound.
Exactly. So travelers scheduled to fly out of LAX, they should prepare for another brutal travel day as airline worker protests continues. Hundreds of workers aligned with Unite Here Local 11, the politically influential hospitality union representing hotel, food service, and airport workers across Southern California, marched onto Century Boulevard and blocked traffic. Right outside the pickup and drop off zones. The action
Blue
involving
Rose added something to the chat. She says they want better pay and conditions near LAX. That's
yeah,
why they're protesting.
and well, that's usually why these people go out to do this, but I don't believe you're permitted to stand in the street and block traffic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it is Los Angeles, and
True.
we have that.
Is there a
So,
video at the top? I just want to see how crazy they got.
No video.
No? Okay.
Not that I see. There might be down lower, maybe.
Okay. Well. All right. What do you got next?
Oh no, they do have it right here.
Okay. I thought.
Outside LAX, one of the busiest travel days of the year, protesters have taken over this intersection right now. Hundreds of people here. Century Boulevard heading into LAX.
I'm flying to Europe. This is a longer video of that.
People are fed up. Honestly, they really need to get a contract. They work super hard inside their workplace to provide the food for the international flights.
Middle of the roadway, they've placed this sign. It says City of LA, why is Flying Food Group above the law? Massive line of traffic. You can hear frustrations growing behind you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of traffic now, so we're at least lucky that we're up here at the front.
I understand they can be on a strike or whatever, but you know that we want to go.
Los Angeles police just took over the intersection. Protesters here say they'll be back.
That is a mess. Why the hell is this allowed?
Exactly. You know, it's really important that people take notice about the people who are invisible behind the scenes.
Wow.
Jeez.
So that's a mess that's happening. That goes into other stories. So I'm glad I don't fly. I'm glad I drive everywhere.
This again, they knew that this was occurring. In Twitter and in Google, they knew this was planned protests. So why? Well, even in this particular case, where are the police at?
Well, the police finally showed up and took back the intersection, but no arrests were made.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then.
So, yeah. Okay.
See, there's no consequences for anybody's action.
There's never going to be in California.
True. All right. Next story.
Alrighty. Oh, this one.
This is extremely interesting. It took a hot minute for us to figure out exactly who, what, where, when, and why. But ICE detains White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt's nephew's mother. Got it? Her nephew is mother. So the mother of White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt's nephew was detained by federal immigration officials in Massachusetts as she was on her way to pick her son up from school on November the 12th, according to the detainee's lawyer. Bruna Caroline Ferreira, who arrived from Brazil as a young child in 1998 with her parents, was taken into custody and is accused by DHS of overstaying her tourist visa. Ferreira, 33, shares an 11-year-old son with Leavitt's older brother, Michael, and the two share joint custody of the child. Her attorney told USA Today. The couple was engaged about 12 years ago, and they eventually broke up.
It happens.
A DHS spokesperson described her actions as a criminal illegal alien with a previous arrest for battery without
Oh.
providing details. That's interesting. She's being held at the ICE detention center in Louisiana and was in the final stages of getting her green card when she was interviewed last spring. She didn't commit a crime. She wasn't breaking the law. She was following laws Congress created for her to get a green card, and she got detained with no justification. That's illegal. She was described as a highly involved mother who spent multiple days with her son every week. She was on her way in the afternoon to pick her son up from school, which was about 35 minutes from where she lives. She drove away from home. She was then pulled over. She thought it was a traffic stop. She was apparently asked who she was and then was arrested. She's worried about getting out in time for Thanksgiving, which she doesn't think is happening. What else do we have? Leavitt said she didn't provide any comments to USA Today, but a source familiar with the dynamics between the two women said that they had not spoken in years. The source also said that the child had lived full-time in New Hampshire with his father since he was born and that he had never resided with the mother.
Oh.
So, again, you can read everything about...
So it's kind of one of those, she was in the process, but maybe they were updated about the process, or she lied about something on the process.
Well, if she's brought as a young child, how'd she have a tourist visa? And
for 30 years.
Okay. And they're saying that she was a DACA recipient under the Obama administration.
$130. They lied. I thought they were doing pest control.
Oh.
They lied.
Okay, the mic is picking things up. Just stop. Oh my God, sorry.
You're okay. So she was a DACA recipient. Now again, let's go back to she's 33 years old. Why?
I have no clue. They said she was. It doesn't take 30 years to get your green card. Why didn't she put forth the effort when she turned 18, 19?
From 18 to 33?
Maybe she did, because I know it can take up to 10 years sometimes. But you're still legally here under, they give a different visa for that point, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Trump is trying to terminate the DACA status. They're claiming, and of course there would be a GoFundMe page for her to fight her legal battles.
Always. Yeah, it's 17,000.
Really? Wow.
As of today. I believe that's today, the 26th.
Yep. Wow.
Yep, that's today. Oh, I could have looked at my clock on my screen. No, I'm looking at a different clock on my computer when there's a big one right up in the corner.
That's pretty bad, right?
But again, I wonder what's behind it that has led to her being arrested. Was it misinformation? Was it like someone didn't update the computer or something on their status? I mean, there's got to be a little bit more to it than just what her lawyer's saying.
That isn't where I thought you were going. I
Yeah.
thought you were going with, Republican. Is that your clue? Republican what? At least
Lost.
ICE is being what? ICE isn't being biased.
Oh yeah, ICE isn't being biased because they went after, you know, the mother of the nephew, so
Uh-huh.
her brother's ex of some sort, and mother of the child. So yeah,
The
ICE isn't
baby.
being biased.
Mm-hmm.
There's the
So,
proof.
right. And I mean, and we're talking a relatively high governmental official. I mean, she
Yeah,
doesn't
press
hold it.
secretary.
Correct. She's really out and about. So obviously she's gonna probably be questioned and queried on it. And isn't that very interesting?
It is.
You know, I just thought of, I wonder if, do you think Caroline knew of her situation and just kept it under the carpet? And does she owe anybody any explanation about it?
No, she don't.
Okay.
Nobody does at that point.
Right.
I mean, is there a couple of my ex-husband's family members I'd like to see just deported, even though they're born and raised here? Yeah.
Okay.
Here and there, there's a
Right.
sprinkling, and even in my family, yes, they were born and raised here in America, but they really don't belong here. Can you take them
Right.
too?
That would
Sorry,
be nice, right? Uh,
I'm terrible, but it
well, we
would
already know.
make
We've
life
already
easier.
discussed we're going to hell, so.
I'll be surprised. And again, it's like, you know, I don't. God rejected me twice. God knows what's going to happen the third time.
Mm-hmm.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe. But it
So I
is
think.
at least, we have somebody that's in the public eye that the Dems cannot continually come back saying,
Hmm.
right?
Oh, if it was
Fact,
their family being torn apart, yeah.
right. And are we aware of really anybody in government, in DC, in the White House, or in Congress that has come across this situation? Is she
No,
the
I think this
first?
is a first,
So do
really,
I.
on a federal level.
Yeah,
State
that's what I.
levels, there's been a few of them,
Right, right.
but no, on a federal level, this is the first I've heard of it.
Me too.
And
So,
again, they were engaged, but then didn't get engaged, and they have a kid together.
right.
The kid stays with the dad already, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Not that shocking. I mean, I don't know what more, like, to me is like, okay.
I mean, do you really need $17,000 for legal fees?
I thought she already had a lawyer. They're like
Right.
pro bono on a lot of these.
Correct. Very interesting. So we'll
Yes.
follow the case, and if anything is of interest, we'll provide it.
Yep.
But again, we're showing you here's the right side when the right is in the wrong.
The rights actually, it makes you wonder if she reported her.
I know. I know, like something happened, and it was like, watch, bitch, here's a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I haven't spoken to her in years, but I still speak to my brother. I'm like,
Right.
my brother, his kid, but her, who the hell is she? She ain't been in
Exactly.
the kids. She's been in his life a couple days a week for a few years
Mm-hmm.
recently. I mean, sounds like she had a bad history of some issues,
Right, right.
and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, what do we got going on next?
The ever dreaded what happened. I still have not paid attention to any of this.
Before you, I don't know where to start with this one, but
I can enlarge it because that looks so
they,
small.
they, I don't even know what to say at this point. I walked into the pantry and saw the label and was like, I should just throw you away.
it's being bioengineered meat and their products aren't healthy, and it's mostly poor people who buy them.
This is the VP and Chief Information Security Officer, Martin Bally. He was secretly recorded.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure that after this, it's just going to be a transcript. Because I meme, therefore I am. I actually follow this person.
Right.
Except it shows I'm not subscribed over here. Really? Wait, what? Oh, no, this is the subscribe is where you pay for it. Shit, hold on.
Right. So this should be a video within there so that you can hear his language.
A former Campbell Soup Company employee is taking legal action against the food giant, and he's making some explosive allegations about one of its top executives. Good evening, and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Those allegations are now at the center of a lawsuit claiming the company's vice president went on an hour-long tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's unhealthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
The recording allegedly of Campbell's VP and Chief Information Security Officer Martin Bally.
He has no filter.
Bally, along with another supervisor and Campbell Soup Company, named in a lawsuit filed Thursday. The suit claiming Bally made racist remarks, admits to coming to work high, and Garza fired for coming forward.
What do you think about the things that he was saying?
Oh, just pure disgust.
Garza says he usually worked remotely for Campbell's headquarters based in Camden, New Jersey. But thinking he'd be discussing his salary with Bally, he says the recording taken in person at a restaurant.
They couldn't think for the I'm like, you dumb
Garza says he felt sick after the rant, deciding to go to his direct supervisor in January, keeping the recordings to himself.
He had never had any disciplinary action. They had never written him up for poor work performance.
Garza says no one at Campbell's ever followed up, and it's taken him 10 months to find a new job, calling the way the canned soup company handled it simply terrible.
They have a motto, like we treat you like family, here at Campbell's, come work for us, we treat our employees like family. That's not the case.
We did just receive a statement from Campbell's. It says, quote, "If accurate, the comments in the recording are unacceptable. They do not reflect our values and the culture of our company. We are actively investigating this matter." We've also reached out directly to Martin Bally.
Crazy B,
Yep. I found the link. I'm getting it posted right now.
Thank you,
I'll let you cover that for a second. Not gonna let you. I'm gonna have you cover it while I post it in the show notes.
All right. So this is just updated as almost 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. Campbell's has fired an executive who allegedly was caught on tape calling the products highly processed food for poor people and that the chicken in it is bioengineered meat. After a review of the recording, Campbell's confirmed in a statement Wednesday that the company does believe that the voice in question belongs to Martin Bally, a vice president who, as of Tuesday, no longer works at the company. As you know, the lawsuit was filed Thursday by that former employee, Robert Garza. He recorded the discussion, and as you know, Bally went on his rant. Even in a can of soup, I look at it and we can eat bioengineered meat. He doesn't want to eat the blank that came out of a 3D printer. In a phone interview with ABC News, Campbell's emphasized that the alleged comments made about their food is false and completely inaccurate. Garza claims in the suit that Bally made the comments after the pair met in a restaurant to discuss his salary in 2024. He also claims in the suit that that he wanted to go to the company's HR department to report Bally's behavior, but instead an investigation of him, and then he was fired several weeks later. A spokesperson for Campbell's told ABC News in an emailed statement that Garza was terminated for good reason and was with the company for less than 5 months. Now, I will tell you, many companies usually give you a 90-day probationary period, and
Yep.
sometimes when you don't meet that 90 days, if they think you have potential, they'll extend it an additional 90 days. I will tell you that as a HR executive, that if you don't make it in the first 90 days, you were gone on my end, because I was typically, if there was going to be an additional probationary period, you were going to buy a problem. So just anybody getting a position, that's a question that you want to ask if there is a probationary period. So he's suing the company for alleged retaliation and a hostile work environment. He's seeking emotional and economic damages. That is usually, if you are under the age of 40, it's a pretty tough hill to climb, especially if he doesn't have any proof or documentation. You don't get emotional damages. He might, if he would win a case, it would be economic, it would be money.
Yeah, I could see the economic working, but being emotionally damaged because a guy cussed a bunch of times.
Right.
The
situation's been hard on him. He thought Campbell's would be thankful that he reported Martin's behavior, but instead he was abruptly fired. Bally, who worked in the company's IT department and had no connection to how the soup was made, had initially been placed on a temporary administrative leave while they investigated the claims. Blah, blah. Obviously, they investigated them and he was fired. Campbell's also said that there are no antibiotics. It is 100% real chicken meat used in its soups, comes from long trusted USDA approved US suppliers, and meets their high quality standards. The company said it has not been able to verify the validity of the recording and has not been provided with a copy either. A rep for Bally did not immediately respond to ABC's news request for a comment. So,
are we surprised?
no, but how do you feel about, as the IT person, he would have access to a lot of things?
Yeah, he would have access to all of the computers,
Correct.
all of the files on the computers. He would be able to access the files that where they bought the chicken from and stuff like that.
Correct. And he would know if it's being printed off of a 3D printer because his team would probably have set up that printer.
That's a possibility, unless it's printed somewhere else off site and then shipped to them, but you could still find the records of it.
Right. So, does it make you feel any different way about, and just not Campbell's, but we're hearing more and more. In fact, I have a story for later on. You and I have already discussed it. And that was previously packaging that had, that was GMO, genetically modified. What is it? What's the O for?
Genetically modified organisms.
Thank you. The Food and Drug Administration changed that. So no longer will you see it boom in your face on whatever packaging you're buying. Now you have to look for it, and it is in teeny tiny print on the back, and it is now saying that this is a bioengineered product. Now
But
you
we've
made a
been doing bioengineering since the Middle Ages and even further back. That's how we got lemons. That's how we got strawberries. That's how we've gotten some of the pumpkins we have.
Right.
Apples have been bioengineer themselves. When the bee brings a pollen from a Granny Smith to a Red Delicious, it fertilizes the pollen with the pollen. You get a crossbreed apple. It happens.
But I'm getting that. I understand that, but this is more like using the 3D printer to make the meat. That's a little bit different than the bee carrying the pollen.
Well, no, but a lot of like genetically modified corn is just modified so it doesn't take as much water to grow. And
Right,
that way it's not so destructive to the soil.
right,
Genetically modified wheat reproduces faster. It's
hmm,
not changing anything. We've modified the corn to take less water so it can grow in crappier soil, or it
right,
doesn't need as much of this. That's what GMO usually is they've modified some kind of genetic in it so it can grow better in a circumstance it's in. They're not going in and turning corn to a bright pink and purple kernels instead of yellow.
right,
But they could, not that it would kill you. It wouldn't do that. It's
right.
just changing the color. So I don't understand the whole GMO freak out.
Well,
Now, bioengineered, like where they take soy, run it through a 3D printer to make it look like chicken, that's different.
a problem, right, right.
That's not GMO. That is just insane.
Well,
That's no.
and I kind
That's
of
not GMO. That's
right, and I
different.
think that's what he was alluding to. No,
Yeah.
right.
GMOs shouldn't be scaring anyone. And it just gets kind of on my nerves when I hear, oh my God, it has GMOs. Stay away from
Mm-hmm.
it.
Right.
We've
I
been
mean, it's
genetically
like your
modifying all kinds of stuff.
right, and another good one would be your watermelons. You don't want the
Yeah.
seeds in your watermelons? Well,
Seedless grapes.
correct. Right.
Bananas without seeds, believe it or
Mm-hmm.
not,
Yeah.
are modified bananas.
Right. So it's
But
still before this all when this story first broke.
yeah,
It's still for me evoked that kind of because this is what we hear that's coming uh, for the wave of the future, right? And we've
yeah,
talked about the meats.
the
Look at the
printed stuff.
right.
Yep,
Look at your beef when you're going to buy something. Uh,
yep.
Real beef versus whatever the process that they're
It's
using.
basically a protein turned into a gelatinous kind of goop that
Mm-hmm.
is solidified enough and colored to look like
To look
meat.
like beef, and they actually have them side by side in the store, so you could
Yes.
accidentally pick up the wrong thing. So make sure you
Hmm.
look at your packaging. And with that, we should have uh,
I
a.
suggest we start finding butchers in your area. We just came
Mm-hmm.
across a second butcher shop in the city near us.
Oh, that's
So,
good. Yeah.
yep,
And
that's the nice
you can
part.
also, yeah, hook up with your butcher in your local, even if it's a bigger box type store. Sometimes you
Hmm.
can work with the butcher there, but the days of the smaller butcher, I think, are unfortunately gone. We used to have one where we lived, and it was just awesome to have what I consider to be fresh meat versus what the stores were selling.
Yeah.
Um, with that, we have a list of. It just was not the initial piece was it just chicken or whatever? So we're going to provide you with a list of Campbell's products. And
Yes, it's
then,
already in the. It'll be in the description when we're done.
okay. And then I just sent you over, Crazy Bee, a statement from the company themselves that we can put in the description as well, with them saying that what we just talked about. They go into more
Yep.
detail that their product is 100% chicken.
Okay, so we've got like 3 other links for them as well.
Correct.
On top of that,
Sorry.
including the finance news
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, something from Click on Detroit.
Right. And I don't know what the heck's going up on there in Michigan there, Crazy Bee, because there's some stories in there that are like, oh. What is
Yeah,
going on?
Michigan is. Now you see why I left.
Uh-huh. Big time. They got some
um,
issues. I mean, just this one, I don't. I just have to see if he's involved in the same schematic as
which story is that?
the pharmacist.
Which is
Down
that
at the
on one of the
bottom.
links?
Yeah, it's down at the very bottom of the last link that I sent you.
Oh, I didn't even bring it up here. Hold on. Let
Okay.
me copy and paste and go to it.
So, this is a pharmacist is going to spend 4 years in prison in connection with a $4 million Medicare fraud scheme at a pharmacy he owned. Really?
Is that on the? Oh, I don't have
It was at the
all
very
of my.
bottom.
I
Here,
don't
I'll
get the
send it to you.
advertisements because I have
Oh,
an ad
gotcha.
blocker running through.
Okay, here, I'm sending it to you now. What is going? How much more money are we going to uncover that Michigan has lost the taxpayers to fraud and schemes? And
I have no clue anymore. Hold on, let me share this with y'all. Get past the Campbell's products. There we go. So
all
Michigan
of the Campbell's
pharmacist.
products information will be in the description.
Yes. I got it pulled up. It's sharing. Let me add this in because we're sharing it.
I just can't help it. And the 78th person's been charged in the Feeding Our Future scheme. Wow. 78 people.
If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Wait,
Oh, wow.
this is funny. Hold on. I want to
The
know.
Michigan fraud
Wait,
scheme.
how's this going to happen? A 24-year-old man has been ordered by the federal judge to pay nearly, ready? $48 million in restitution, and he's sentenced to 10 years in prison for the pandemic fraud scheme of Feeding Our Future.
Uh huh.
Wait, making license plates. How long is it going to take to pay off $48 million?
A lot.
Oh, come on, Crazy B. This can't be the case.
The
What
CBS
is.
Minnesota one right down here. Yeah.
Do you know these places?
78th person charged in Feeding Our Future scheme.
What is going on?
America's cracking down on the bullshit.
Okay.
And I like it. I like that America's finally cracking down on it. Whoops. Hold on. I am having a day with my hands, clicking the wrong icons. If you want, we can cover that. Oh, no, I got to add it to the list because we did. Never mind.
Wait.
I am trying to find it as we go. Be patient.
Here's some Crazy B. What's going on?
Well,
A Michigan man. He faces charges for fraud and failure to pay taxes on more than $1 million in unlicensed marijuana sales.
that does not surprise me.
Really?
That does not surprise me at all. Nope. I can totally believe that in Michigan. Yes. Michigan has the perfect soil for growing marijuana and hemp.
Really?
Uh huh.
Okay.
A lot of people like to grow there.
I don't want to go into, but a New Jersey man wearing a wolf mask is charged in a marijuana shop burglary.
Yeah, we can bypass that one.
It just, I'm so tired that I'm easily amused right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're having wind alerts. That means that the lake effects winds are,
Yeah.
upwards in the 45-mile-per-hour range. I am so glad I don't live there no more.
Yeah, we had some pretty wicked winds come through, and the temps dropped probably 15 degrees in a matter of seconds.
I
is
am so
pretty
blessed to live
scary.
further south.
Yeah, they're calling for some pretty severe weather this weekend for some places. We're just supposed to get the wind and the rain. I don't think we're supposed to get any snow. We're at 8 degrees, lots of
I
wind.
know we're in for rain.
Yep. Oh no, Sunday
Ow.
snow. 75% chance of snow on Sunday.
That's you guys. You keep it up there. I'm good down here.
Okay. Perhaps we could do that. And all right, what do you got up for us next there?
California with their governor's race. I think that we're supposed to cover this today, or
Yeah,
no.
we can do this. Yeah, we've had it since what, Monday or whatever. Okay. So we have
It's a sheriff, a
uh-huh.
billionaire, and a tinge of scandal.
Ooh. Sounds ominous. Go ahead.
Do you want
You want to hit play
what's
and see what they say?
yeah, that's what I was just thinking is do we
Okay.
want to
Yeah, let's hit
back this
play.
up to the beginning? No, stop playing, rewind, and play. Where's the audio?
Emeritus Larry
There
Gersten.
it is.
Larry, crowded field here, but let's talk about these two additions, Steyer and Swalwell, who may jump in tomorrow. Both have really taken Trump on. Steyer ran on a ton of ads in favor of Prop 50 recently, and Swalwell has publicly poked the president numerous times. What do you think?
Yeah, good evening, Jessica. Both of these guys have really great resumes. These are quality folks. Steyer's the only one, 68 years old, a billionaire.
Wait a second. Quality folks.
So Fang makes his resume look good? Okay.
Good quality folks.
Here we go again. I mean, really? And
He had an
Steyer,
affair with a Chinese spy.
exactly. And he's still in Congress.
How?
I mean, it's
I
just
don't
like
get
I
it.
said for Pennsylvania. I mean, in California. Really? This is the best that you have to offer?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Uh-huh. Evidently.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see who the
Go
others
ahead.
are.
Go ahead.
A manager who, by the way, has pledged to give away half of this money to charity and is going after, as you said, fellow billionaires. He's very pro-environment, pro-gun control, LGBT rights, things like that. He has run for president briefly in 2020. He spent, Jessica, $250 million. $250 million for a short time run. Of course, he quit pretty early, but boy, did that cost him. Spent $12 million, 13, I think, actually, on helping pass Proposition 50 just a few weeks ago. The good thing for him is that he can self-fund. And in a crowded race where everybody's going after the money, that becomes important. Swalwell is the kid in the race, 44 years old, and that's important because of this movement to turn over the old folks, as you say, and the younger ones come on. Old folks, of course, the folks who've been there a long time, and it's time for the next generation. Six-term member of the House, he upset Pete Stark, who's well known for many years, 40 years. About 12 years ago, very active in the impeachment against President Trump. And yes, he's on his naughty nice. There's no list. There's no question about that.
So
He
him
also ran
being
briefly for
hated by
president.
Trump and attacking Trump with absolutely no evidence is a good thing.
Correct.
You want him to go to governor.
Right. And
Yeah, no.
Steyer, isn't that big of him that he's going to donate half of his salary to charity? Trump gives his entire salary back to the U.S. government.
Yeah.
No big whoop-de-doo. You're what, a billionaire? I guess you must be hurt
Congrats.
for money since you spent all that money on an unfailed run for president. But obviously you had enough money to make Prop 50 go
The
through.
fact that they're even talking about how much he's worth goes to show jealousy.
Right? But it also goes to show you that money can push forth an agenda.
Mm-hmm. A billionaire attacking other billionaires. Oh, they
Uh-huh.
weren't happy when Elon did it, but now they're
Right.
happy this one's doing it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. How
Make
is
it make
that
sense.
right? And you don't hear any of that being said now, do you?
Of course not. That'd be too simple, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Elon was a problem, but it's not a problem now.
Yeah, Bill Gates is a good billionaire,
Mm-hmm.
but Elon's not.
Right?
Trump's not,
Right?
but this guy is.
Right?
That's sad when they're literally that stupid.
Maybe I should
Eat the
say,
rich. Well,
yeah,
I
maybe
am
I should
rich, so
say
let me
last.
help you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
The rich are eating the rich until it becomes an oligarchy.
There you go.
Even more briefly, if you can believe that, than Steyer in 2019
I'll be
quit
right
early,
back.
pro-choice,
Okay.
pro-gun control, opposes ICE activity, especially the way it's been done. And again, he is part of this youth movement, which is very big, including what's happened with Nancy Pelosi. So we want to watch that. These two are both from Northern California, and that makes it a little difficult, perhaps, for each of them to get the kind of support they need. We'll see.
So Larry, lots of people in this field right now. A lot of people, we are kind of on the outskirts. We've got these two. But does any one candidate at this juncture stand out to you as having, the chops to take on this role?
Not really. There's a recent poll that just came out just a day or so ago by UC, and it shows 10% here, 12% there. You can see, but here's the bottom statistic, Jessica, the one you want to watch. 44% undecided. What are they saying? It's just too early, you guys. It's too
No, what they're
early.
saying
We
is
got to
this
learn
is
more
the
about
best
all
you've
these people.
got. What the hell?
Right. And that
I can't decide between worse and worse.
if you guys have not seen Porter, Katie Porter was in the House of Representatives. She is a piece of work. Perhaps we should do a little thing on her, Crazy Bee, a little bit of a deep dive into her. She
That's
is
something we can do.
a piece of work. The disrespect in how she treats witnesses appearing before committees is just crazy. And she ultimately resigned, went back to California to do I don't know what, but now she wants to be the governor.
Yeah, no.
Her, and there's rumors of Marjorie Taylor Greene running for president. I say that you can't even look at those two because they quit. What's going to happen when things get difficult in the White House or in the
They quit.
governorship? You going to quit? What happens if we get bombed and you don't know what to do? What are you going to do? Quit and go home? To say I want to be with my family? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't vote for them.
Honestly, I don't like any of the ideas of these people. It's no wonder why everyone's undecided.
Uh-huh. Do you think that undecided number is a wake-up call?
I do hope it is. I hope it is. People who are like, none of these motherfuckers are right in the head.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
People come back and see us in 6 or 8 months. And what's going to happen during that 6 or 8 month period is that more candidates are going to come in, and then many will start to drop out. Swalwell and Steyer, though, are likely to be around for a while. They both have a lot going for them, so I'm not so sure that they're going to drop out quickly. But in a race right now that has 19 people, likely to get a dozen more, you're going to see a shakeout
That's crazy.
before this thing settles down.
So
All right,
31
lots to talk about in the coming
candidates.
months for
That
sure. Thank you, Larry.
Crazy.
Okay.
19 confirmed right now, but more to potentially join.
Wow. That's
holy cow. So California
is
going to be a hot spot this year to watch for.
Right. And imagine with all those 19 people, the splits potentially in votes. To ultimately get to the final candidate, but
and many will drop out.
Yeah. And this, so the expectation is California is going to be the next New York City, unfortunately. And they already are in so many ways, but the expectation
Honestly,
is they're,
California is somewhat worse than New York.
yeah, and well, the expectation is they're going to get even worse.
Didn't know that was possible.
Wow. Possible and probable.
Man, that's messed up.
Mm-hmm. You know, and
Oh.
to have, you know, and for Swalwell, I mean, I still don't know how, when they've confirmed the story, they know he was with this Chinese spy. How
Mm-hmm.
is he still in Congress?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. And that's what like blows my mind.
Okay, so there's him, no consequences. Ilhan Omar marries
No
her
cons.
brother, no consequences. Who else?
Rashida Tlaib,
Yeah, all of them.
that other one, the other crazy one,
There's
Alexandria
several,
Ocasio Cortez.
right?
Yeah, the entire Congress is a mess. How are people not aware of it?
Well, because one, the media's not giving the information up.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard so much during the Biden administration. Instead of tough questions being asked, it was, oh, what flavor ice cream do you like? You know, what do you do at the beach? Uh, what time is nap time?
Yeah. Did you get your diaper changed? Well, actually, he offered that. I wiped my butt.
Or I need help, right? It was one or the two.
It just blows my mind.
I know. Okay, what else you got for us?
Well, we have a couple of options. We have a video of Eric Swalwell making an ass of himself.
Yeah, I think we should play that so
And
that
then
they
we
can.
have a 17-minute video of Zoran on the what the fuck is that show? I can't
Meet the
remember.
press. Meet the press.
Yes,
Okay, we
we
could
could
let's see how far.
potentially get to that.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is important. Extremely important.
Oh, if I could
Vote by
unmute.
phone. Vote by phone.
Here we go.
If we can, I want us to be able to vote by phone. I think every Californian
Vote by phone.
Vote by phone. Yeah. If we can do our taxes, do our make our healthcare appointments, make essentially do your
Is he
banking
on crack?
online, you should be able to vote by phone. Make it safe, make it secure, but it's actually already happening all over the United States. I want us to be a blue state that doesn't do just a little bit better than like Georgia or Alabama.
Where do they vote by phone in the United States?
I don't know.
And why is his one eye always half shut? Is he having a stroke or something?
I don't
Vote by phone, like the illegals who are supposed to deport by phone,
That's
self-deport,
exactly it. Right.
and the illegals who came in with the app and then never did anything further. Like, oh my god. Okay, let me hit play so we can hear the last of his stupidity.
When it comes to like voting access, I want us to max out democracy. Also, as it relates to democracy, if you wait in line for 30 minutes or more, if you do want to vote in person, I think you should fine every county for every minute that a person has to wait longer.
Oh my
He is
god.
an idiot. He is an idiot. He is an idiot. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that one, other than he's an idiot.
Ba, 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 ba.
How?
Here, I'm going to send you this. 31 states, Washington, D.C., and the Virgin Islands currently allow online voting for certain voters who are typically military and family members, anyone else living overseas, and voters with disabilities. Okay. So here you go. You ask the question, and Oops. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You asked the question and you got your answer. And there is also. Do I know anything?
I will drop this
Okay.
in the
And just so you
description.
know, there's only one country in the world that permits all citizens, both national and international, to vote by online voting. Okay? This is online, not by telephone. And that is
Okay.
that's Estonia.
Estonia?
Switzerland's testing it out. France, Canada.
Huh.
That's a very interesting concept.
It was
We
worth
can't get
asking about.
yeah, we cannot get our act together on voting by a paper ballot, let alone, could you imagine the corruption that would occur if you could vote by phone?
Yeah, especially because I have like 4 cell phones laying around my house. All I got to do is connect them to the internet. Just
Okay, so how are we going to track that?
especially if I can mask my IP address.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do people?
Oh my gosh. There's actually, oh, you got to be kidding me. There's
What?
actually a company, here I'm sending it to you now, called Mobile Voting. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm amused today. Listen, here's their line. Fix our broken politics. Vote with
Hold on.
your phone.
I got to
Are,
show everyone what
are
you're
you
reading.
kidding me?
Hold
They
on.
got they got a little YouTube video there, Crazy Bee. I don't know if you could play or not.
Give me a second. Well, I try to get it into the description show
Okay.
notes.
Wow. Who knew? I'm telling
One question from me could lead to so much.
Yeah.
Am I showing this? Yes, I'm sharing this. So
Yes.
looks like.
So let me ask you a question. How many of you do your banking, your healthcare on your phones?
Not me.
Right, of course you do. How about like your love life, your entertainment, travel planning, all that kind of stuff?
Not too often.
Right. How many of you vote on your phones?
Never.
That's the problem.
And I don't want
So I
to.
spent the first 15 years of my career working in US government and politics. City government, state government, federal government, you name it, I saw it from pretty much every angle. And the main thing that I took away from it, really more than anything else, is why politicians make the decisions they make. Is it based on what they believe in? No. Is it what's best for their city or their state or their country? Not really. How about what's best for their constituents specifically? Not even that. It's actually a lot simpler. Virtually every politician makes every decision solely based on winning the next election and nothing else. And that's true for the next election and then the next.
Yeah, never voted.
Cannabis. We got to talk.
I know a lot of people who don't like to vote.
I know.
And honestly, I am one of them. I don't like it, but I do it. But I still do it knowing the system is rigged.
Right. Okay, that's a 11 over an 11-minute video. You
Yep.
just want to post that in the description, Crazy Bee?
I already have it in the links
Oh,
to
well,
add to the description when we're done.
You just go, girl. So it is approximately 6:20. Do you want to call it a day? And
I
start
think we can do that. We've done pretty good. We've covered
Okay.
quite a bit and more. And
Yeah. We have.
I am exhausted.
Yeah, we have some. What do we have in the pipeline? And I'm sure it's going to change by the
Some
time
Zoran
Tuesday,
videos, some
right?
Cash Jordan videos.
Mm-hmm. Which we're actually going to do those. They are current immigration and ICE issues. So Crazy B and I are going to do some pre-recording this weekend and get those posted. And you may see smaller, that's what we were talking about at least, some smaller, what am I trying to say, Crazy B?
Pre-records.
Right, time-wise. So instead of a 2-hour video, it might be anywhere from a half an hour on up. We're testing the waters, per se, and trying to squeeze in what we can where we can. Is that
Yep.
kind of the plan, I think? But
I think that's pretty much where we land.
okay. It's kind of, and if you guys want 2 hours, Crazy B could always tape them together, so with Scotch tape and make it work.
Electrical tape more.
You like that idea better? That is true. Electrical tape would work. But please pay attention when we drop those videos, and we'll let you know in the chat when, and you'll see it in the video if you play through it, exactly what it is we're gonna post and when. These are all real current, within the week, within 2 weeks max, and it's very important information to get out. So
Yes. It's
the
something we've been doing
yeah.
quite a bit lately.
The problem is there's so much breaking news and things going sideways that, we're trying to bring you as current information as well as hopefully information that not everybody is covering, or if they are, we're trying to bring in different pieces of the story. And what the heck, I lost my phone. Where is it? There it is. I just wanted to check real quick. No, that's not my phone. What happened to my phone? I wanted to check real quick, Crazy B. Unless, could you please check? I don't know what I did with my phone.
Can I please check? Yeah, we can. We know you don't know what you did
Okay.
with your phone. There's your check.
There you go. Thank you. To see if there's any update on the National
Oh,
Guardsmen.
the shooting?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And it's right there in front of my face. Honest to
Of
goodness.
course. If it had
Just
teeth and
smack
bite you
me.
type of thing.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. So it says live update 8 minutes ago from CNN. I agree. Fuck off. Okay. What we know. 2 members of West Virginia National Guard who were shot in. Oh, you know what would help is if I was sharing it.
Why?
Guess who's
Share.
tired?
Yeah, why share?
So what we know is that they are in critical condition today. Muriel Bowser described the attack as a targeted shooting. The guardsmen were performing high visibility patrols when they were shot, according to police officials who added the suspect shooter was subdued and taken into custody. Donald Trump has asked for 500 more National Guard to be deployed to the D.C. area following the shooting.
Awesome.
That is the update.
Alrighty.
Witness says he hid behind chairs near the scene.
Oh, you're kidding.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so I guess with that, Rex Sisters appreciates everybody's support, particularly at this later hour in the day. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe this information. Everybody have a happy, safe Thanksgiving day, and then also on Friday is Black Friday. Uh, we won't be available Monday. That's Cyber Monday. So if you're going to start your Christmas holiday shopping, Monday is December 1st. So if you don't have your butt in gear, may I suggest that you at least get started? And Crazy
Good
B,
idea.
I have one final thing to share that just happened to come across something that I was looking at. And this would be for you in particular. I don't know if you would want to share it or not.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me take a peek.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's kind of like the one we already have.
Oh, no
But
way.
ours is 6 foot instead of 4 foot, but ours is rainbow
Oh,
colored, pre-lit.
no way. You got to share it. Can you share it?
I hold on. Let me see if I can. 1 second.
Okay. Oh,
Copy link.
Hmm.
Hold on. My hands are not working right. Be patient with me, folks. So, one moment, please. I don't. Hold on. 1 second. Where
How
is
about
my hands?
here? How about if I do this?
I got to find the screen share option. 1 second. I'm a little nervous because it might
Wait.
show
Oh,
some of my info because I'm logged in.
yeah. So am
Let me
I.
take a screenshot.
I was just doing that right now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just don't want to
I gotcha.
accidentally give away my name, location, and stuff like that.
I gotcha. I got your back. La 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 la. Now I have to copy it. Oh, help
Have
me
an
help.
awesome Turkey Day, everyone. Thank you, Cannabis.
And I thought that this would be.
You just sent the link again, not the
Oh my
screenshot.
gosh, it didn't copy. That's why. The
It's going to be
audience.
one of those days because we're
Uh-huh.
exhausted,
Like
we're
we're gonna
tired.
try to end the show with, there we go. Now it's gonna come over correctly. And I thought I was gonna be the first one to show you this, but oh well. So everybody that's gonna be out on Friday, and be safe out there. It's probably gonna be crazy. And it's hard to
And this is
believe.
what you wanted to share with everyone.
And why would that be crazy, B?
Well, I have a brown nightlight through. I'm assuming that's an orange tree.
Correct?
And it is epic. I
Mm-hmm.
like it. But ours is the pastel rainbow colors of red,
Oh,
yellow, pink, purple, white. I believe is our Christmas tree. My kids will be pulling it down tomorrow while their
okay.
dad's at work, and we'll get it set up, and then I'll send pictures.
All right. Well, this is being your
I let the
favorite
girls pick the
color.
tree. My big
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, as orange is her favorite color, so I thought that was pretty appropriate for you. And we are seriously
Yeah, it does look a lot like the one we have,
does it?
except like I said, mine is 6 foot, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're considering. I have him probably 85% sold on potentially getting an artificial tree.
I'm
Uh,
allergic to trees, so
I
it is
that's
best I get artificial.
exactly that's where I'm at this point between the needles, and I just am not up for doing that.
Hmm.
The
And the
cat
cats.
and the baby and all of that. I just think it'd be better to have a smaller artificial tree. I was going to put it up on a table in the corner, put the presents, underneath the table. But
A
it's hard.
4 foot little tree, like, I've had a 4 foot tree in the past, and
Yeah,
I took one of those Rubbermaid totes that's pretty deep. I
right.
flipped it upside down, put the tree on top, and then wrapped the tree skirt around the
So that
entire
it was,
tote,
yeah,
so it looked like the tree was taller.
right.
I've done that
Yeah,
before.
yeah, that's what I'm considering. And I mean, and then we're going to be into 2026. So where
Yeah.
did 2025 go?
I think that was that meme I sent you. 2025. Happy New
Hmm.
Year's.
Right,
What was it? Some kind of disassociation, and then
right,
Thanksgiving. It's 2026.
right. I mean, you. It seemed this is embarrassing to say, but we've been remodeling and doing all of this. Do you know that I still have my wreath and my Christmas tree stand in the hall wrapped, to be taken up to the garage, and it has never made its way there. So technically, I'm ahead of the Christmas holiday season for 2025.
This is the meme.
There you
January,
go.
disassociation. 1 month till Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That is life.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So we're going to have a busy 2026. Everything has been inkling that the Dems are going to win the midterms. And if that happens, plan on impeachment.
I don't want them to win. I want them to go away. I want the corrupt Republicans to go away. I
Uh-huh.
want good Democrats and good Republicans.
Well, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Not in
But
our lifetime.
no. All right, everybody, chat. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you more than you know.
I'll end with stay safe, stay sane, stay sober. Have a great Thanksgiving. There was a hidden image added into the video at some point, so feel free to put that in the comments with the emoji or type what it is. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night.
Good night, folks.